This is dope. I, I think we're live. I'm gonna share this, link a couple places here, but cool. Good to be live. I don't know if you want to give a quick intro for people watching back or anything. All right. Yeah, just 1 second here. I just want to throw it up in the Discord. See if we can get some late night viewers here. Just gotta. I'm new to all this, so I'm just gonna share my process. I'm learning, but hopefully I'll get better over time, you know. Going live on YouTube. Nah, building every. Alright, yeah, 1 second. Sorry, I'm just sharing this a couple places. I'm working on it. Maybe I should have done this before starting, but uh alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see if everyone's snoozing right now here. But yeah, yeah, it's a good way to test it here. Alright, so here's sort of the intro, I guess, for this stream and my idea with this stream. Again, kind of impromptu idea anyway, but I really thought it'd be cool to build a deck for every single caster, preferably me and my buddy Cam, or preferably the two of us together. And I kind of got this idea based off of, oh, what's up, Silver Snorlax? See, I'm getting used to this. Is my first stream ever, so it's crazy. Appreciate you stopping by. But anyways, the idea with this sort of stream is I want us to build every single caster, and I think it's gonna take forever, and maybe we don't get through all of them, but um, I want to kind of give it a shot because I think there's a lot of underrepresented casters out there. So Silver Snorlax, go ahead and name you pick a caster, and we'll try and build it here since you're the seem to be our first guest, first viewer here. If that's too much pressure, we can always just go pick one, but oh, okay, who got Way? All right, so Way. All right, awesome. So yeah, I mean Way is a caster I know really well, so that'll be an easy one to start. So you already have like a Way deck or two here. Okay, let me just reset deck here. That might have wiped my Rat King deck, but All good. All right. Stream Deck number one way. Okay. So Cam, you can feel free to jump in to give your thoughts as well on like your personal deck building process. But I mean, obviously you start with the caster. I always start with the caster. We'll do the legendary rare. Then aura, just because it's like you got to build up the foundation of your deck. So 10 of your primary aura, and then 5 of your secondary aura. Now, this is like I guess the first question. I'll pose it to you, Cam. Like, what? We got lightning and we got air. All right, typical way is air. I don't even think I've ever seen way played with lightning. So what are you feeling? Should we go air or lightning? Mm. Okay, okay. See, like I definitely agree. Air's obviously the obvious choice, but I was thinking if we wanted to get like a little funky, maybe we try lightning. But first deck, maybe we don't got to get too crazy, and maybe the synergies aren't there. I don't know. So, but I'm fine with air because again, this is what I know. Uh, you have to choose it down here. So you got your caster, your aura types. Then I go starting Terra. Usually, again, like I kind of have like an order. I like to keep like the same cadence. So okay. So for starting Terras, we go. We need one fire and one. Uh, oh, oh, from Cam. Okay. Uh, be on my end. Oh, see, well, I see collab cam on the mixer in Streamlabs, and it shows that you're um. All right, hold up, Cam. Go ahead and just test for a second. Hold up, Cam. Go ahead and just test for a second. Cam, go ahead and just test for a second. Yeah, it's not working on my phone. Sorry. Yeah, still no audio from Cam. What the heck? Uh, Dude, I don't know. Like, because it's on the mixer. Uh, Streamlabs collab cam audio not working. Bruh. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's YouTube through YouTube somehow. No guest audio and collab. Sure. We're going to Reddit. Stream's just watching this whole thing, watching this train wreck. Guess the mixer shows audio coming through, but there's nothing to be heard. Check the box that disables. Oh, it says issue is fixed. Solution is to check the box that disables Windows audio ducking and audio settings. Disables Windows audio ducking. Issue is fixed. Solution is to check the box. Yeah. Make sure the audio level of your guest is set to the right, and click the Show on Stream button for them in the property windows of your collab cam source. Oh, this is brutal. Checkbox that says Disable Windows Audio Ducky. It's in Settings Advanced. Why is this a thing? Audio. I have to check or uncheck the. Okay. Well, that's not it, because Wow, this is train wrecky. And what happened to my screen, too? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know why your volume wouldn't work. Like there's no. Huh. It might be because I muted the sound mixer. That's what someone's saying. Alright. Does that work? Let me see, Cam, if that works. It's just annoying because I get the feedback.
All right. Um, is this too unbearable?
Here, no, it's fine. Hold up. Just talk for a sec.
Okay. I'm downloading Streamlabs myself just to see if I can keep up with what you're looking at. It's asking me if I want to choose my plan. I don't think I want to pay for Streamlabs at this time. Thank you for your offer. Um, yeah, absolutely. So I've got options in the bottom right hand corner. It's called my mixer. It gives me all of my audio levels. I can add inputs by opening the advanced audio settings with the gear. I
Uh,
have.
it actually kind of works. You're just quiet, semi-quiet. Oh, there you go. Let's go, raw pranks. Joining our technical difficulties.
Alrighty. Eh,
Is is there echo on stream?
I can talk for a second again to see if that's the problem. Let me also go into YouTube settings and see if they have their own individual live streaming
Cam, is there any audio
features.
output on your laptop?
Uh, by audio output, do you mean
Like
like
you're,
speakers that I can hear you with?
yeah. Like, are you listening through the laptop?
That yeah, that's all I have.
Okay, that's probably why there's echo. Is because like I'm speaking, the stream's picking it up, then the stream's picking it up on the back end through your laptop back to the mic. You see what I'm saying?
Dang. I mean, yeah, that's all I got right now.
True. Uh, rip.
Dang it.
I mean, I don't know. Rob pranks. Is it bearable? Like, or should we just call it?
Well, but
Or is there some way you can get a mic cam, like a headset?
uh, to drive the 30 minutes back to my place to grab something,
No, no, no. Okay.
you know, yeah, I'm using what I got, you know.
Yeah, I got you. I can hear you fine. Just can't from Cam. Uh, true.
Again, I don't know if they can hear the echo that you're talking about. Is that what they've
Yeah.
claimed?
So that's why even if like you had like I don't even think you need a mic necessarily. Even if you just had like a headphones to stop the echo, I think it would help. But if you don't got them, you don't got them, so it's all good.
Okay, they said they can't hear me to raise my volume, but echo from you. Would it?
Yeah, that I think the echo's happening because okay, echo's gone. Okay, what? Okay, cool.
No, but who is hearing the echo? You or chat?
Chat. I mean, I'm hearing it also, but that's why I was chat was saying they were hearing it. Uh, All right, so are we good then? Can you hear Cam? It says your audio is low. I'm not really sure how to raise your audio. See what I can do here. Uh, that might work.
I mean, that might work. Is it something that I'm hearing from the live here? Because we have Discord and we have Streamlabs. The delay from here.
I can try and get rid of the delayed. Okay, I think I fixed your volume issue, so that's good. But the echo issue, I need to fix. I think you're right, getting rid of the delay might work.
I should only be coming in to your ears from one source, and that is Streamlabs at the moment.
Right. Yeah, I think there's just a little echo on your end. I think your volume is good now because I fixed some sound settings.
Yeah, okay. No, I turned you down so it doesn't go directly into the microphone that's right above it.
All right, let's go, dude. This is gas. I feel like everything works now. He said, "You're good. Better now." Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's go. All right, took us
All
20
right,
20
rock and roll.
minutes. Okay. Quick reintroduction for what we were trying to do. We want to build every single caster, a deck for every single caster in the game here. First deck we are building, suggested by Silver Snorlax, is none other than Way, the classic Firecaster. I know Cam's more of a Dante fan, but
What can I say?
I still like Way. I won the New Jersey Collecticon with Way, so anyways, getting back to it. First things first, with Way, with any deck, what you do is you pick your caster. Alright, it's Way. Second thing, you pick your aura. Fire is your primary. Secondary, we already talked about going with air, because I think lightning is just borderline unplayable with Way, even though it sounds fun. So maybe we'll have to revisit, I don't know, at some point. Or we'll do funky decks in the future. But to keep it simple, keep it strong, because A, I think, is A tier in my opinion. We're gonna move on from there. Starting Terras. What are your thoughts on starting Terras for Way? Because this is a deck we know, so I feel like I don't even have to research that much. I think the options are, because you have to pick one fire and one air starting Terra. I think the options are Headless Quarters, Blacksmith Fort Canyon, uh, Uluru, and Hanging Hills. But I don't think Hanging Hills and Allure are really that good in Way. So I think it really just comes down to Blacksmith or Headless, and I like Headless personally in Way. I think I play it in my main Way deck. What do you think, Cam?
Yeah, I agree with the with all of the headless additions there. I think those are both the easiest to play and most accessible for folks to get if they're just breaking into like a booster box, for example. So yeah, a lot of utility there. That is what I have come to know as Way's core. You throw out all of your low cost stuff like the coal miners, and then follow that up with a Surtur. That is classic Way.
Okay, cool. We'll go Headless, and then for the Air Terra, I actually I haven't revisited Way in a while, so let me just check if there's any new starting Terra. This is weird, so it's kind of hard to see. On mission declaration, each player may move a creature from this lane. Way is not really a movement deck. These are some old ones. Okay, so nothing really new in Secret Shadows. River Bluffs is the one I used. Um, River Bluffs is like crazy in Way, and if people don't know this combo, like this is the main idea with Way, and it's
Mm,
based on River Bluffs. River Bluffs, I think, is actually what makes Way so strong and why it dominated in Torrential Tides.
mm,
Because Way has a discount, everything you play is super cheap. So what you do is you build super low cost, and you just spam the board with as many things as possible. And because River Bluffs is on the field, you get to keep drawing cards. Ideally, your opponent's not drawing cards, but even if they're spamming and drawing also, it's like you're just bulldozing with removal anyway. So it's so advantageous for Way to cycle through it, your his deck. But yeah, so this critical moment there, the fire tear is less important. All right, moving on to um creatures here.
yeah, I totally see what you mean. I mean, I'm just kind of cycling back through some of the lightning equipment. If we want to try to switch up the stereotypical way deck, there's some strange utility we might be able to tap into, but huh, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, I feel like if we went lightning, it would have been more fun because I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing already with fire air, but I feel like we can maybe just breeze past this one and get to the second deck and just have that be more interesting, you know?
I do kind of. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and pull up the lightning toolkit. Pull up lightning equipment. We'll just kind of go one by one and see what the utility could be. See
Okay.
what kind of spin we could put on discounted equipment.
Yeah, I mean, I think with lightning, the discounted equipment isn't enough because air gives so much utility, especially with river bluffs.
Yeah.
I think you need to have some sort of like synergy there that like some sort of card that has like five you pay fire and it blows up the board or something crazy. But I mean, I know the one combo I know of with lightning fire is um blighted embers into monkey mirage. You blow up the entire
Hmm.
board and then you monkey mirage and fill the board back up. But I just don't think Way is the caster for that strategy. Like, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Unfortunately, I don't. Maybe in the future, but I don't see anything where I'm like, this would even like make the deck a C tier deck. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
I think when you start losing to like, yeah, I don't know. I think you if you build a deck in a way where you're bringing Way down from A to like F, then you're kind of just throwing stuff together. I feel like you need to at
Yeah.
least like you can make a deck fun to play, but you want it to be like somewhat playable. Like you win occasional games. To play a deck and win 0 games is like that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um, but yeah, okay. So let's just stick with fire air, and then I think like we can get crazy on the next caster. I think there's more crazy casters out there. I just think Way is kind of set in stone in terms of what's good. Um,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do you have like a copy paste for the decks that are already on the deck builder?
I mean, I can just build it out real quick based on what I know. Um, so one good combo with Way, again, if people aren't aware, is Way is good specific in this format specifically because he is very strong at countering Adrias, and so you have to like play Way very specifically. So one combo that you can do to get rid of all the high cost Atreus creatures, and Mira has a similar strategy. A lot of decks are just playing really beefy people. Is 3 Bacon Wand, 3 Sword of Suitor, so you're like the most likely to hit it, and 3 Teki Teki. And so the loop is that Teki Teki sacrifices sword, a suitor, bacon 1, bring sword back to your hand, and then you can play sword. Another interesting combo is doing sword with in a Uluru, because if you have it in an Uluru lane, um, it pops itself, and you can just bacon 1 to bring it back, so you don't even need the Teki Teki, but like Teki Teki's good enough to where like it's a creature equipment, it's good enough to where I feel like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, definitely. I love the sort of Surtur loop, but just to be able to like have that mental image in my brain of like tossing that sword down and smiting my enemies. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun too, right? Because you want it to be fun, and like Molten Hammer is again crazy because it's ways discount
Yeah.
1 cost, 5 influence. Surtur, you got to play at 3. Headless, you got to play at 3.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to do this without looking at um my old deck. The 0 cost headless you got to play at 3. Now there's some head. I don't think you should play every headless actually, because yeah, you have the Terra and that's great, but like um you have limited sizes in your deck, and like for example, headless
Mhm.
cannoneer, right? It's like okay, 3 costs 4. Yeah, each friendly yeah, it has like a little utility, but it's not a creature equipment. So like you gotta understand that like you're playing things like Headless Coal Miner that are 1 cost, 4 influence. Like why would you drop a card in your deck that's 3 cost, 4 influence?
Mhm.
Or like with the Molten Hammer, it's 1 cost, 5 influence. Like it's like such a nuanced way to think about it, because like you're building this differently than every other deck, because of that
Mhm.
discount. This card, this headless I actually think is really good, but like you don't play dark, so it's like annoying. But there's some strong combos with like Jasper
Mhm.
and this headless coal miner. But
Mhm.
um, I mean, I think this is a card that Collector got me hip to, Mike the Headless Chicken, and I actually do think he's a decent mid-range utility guy, and he has the headless perk. So I'll just throw in 3 for now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mike's great.
Um, okay, and then the main reason you play fire is the strategies, so we gotta talk about those real quick. 3 fire in a bottle, because you can do quick removal or draw, always
Yep.
good. 3 fireball, 3 heated high ground, 3 flaming scattershot shot. Best strategy maybe in the game.
Arguably one of the best removal cards.
Yeah. And then you get since you're playing air, you get the beast air cards, which are Burst of Wind is crazy.
Yep.
Penetrating Screech, but those both at 3. I forget if I played air in a bottle. I feel like I don't. Just because I think the deck
Mm.
ends up being tight when you add everything together. Because, like, we're already at 42, and we need to do equipment. Oh,
Mm.
another quick thing to consider is high influence, like boss monsters. There's a couple ways to go here.
Mm.
The boss monster, and maybe you have another idea. The boss monster I like best in this deck, well, I like 2 of them, Gassy and Amphispania. I really like Amphispania.
Yeah, Amphispana is a solid boss monster. In terms of synergy with Way, I feel like even one like a one of in there, if you finally grab it, is the headless horseman, all the way at the back of the database here because it's so new. Um, the 10 cost 5 influence here. On play, you may play each equipment from your hand without paying its base cost. So if you have anything left over in your hand, dump it everywhere. It seems like a really
Yeah,
uh, just a really fun feeling to dump the hand. That sounds fun.
sure, yeah. Yeah, man, and honestly, it's the only time you'd ever get to play this card, so it's probably in a way deck, so yeah, we'll add it. Um, and then we'll throw in Amphispania and one Gassy. Just give yourself a solid, like, maybe this isn't finely tuned competitive, but like, we're just building solid decks out here.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to mess with the ratios if you're trying to take this to like a tournament or something. But that'll give us 45 cards, and then what am I missing? What haven't we not covered? Because I remember the deck being tight. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just like creature. Oh yeah, like just like the good fire creatures. I think is what we're missing. Like Piazza Bird has air, fire synergy, and
Mm-hmm.
soar. Um, so you could do 3 of those, and like we have decent amount of creatures. I think yeah, because a lot of the creatures are creature equipments. So maybe we just call it a day and put in 2 drop bear. I don't know if you have any other suggestions.
Now, rock and roll. I think we can put this one to rest.
All right, lock and load. All right, it was rocky because we had to get the stream working, but published. That should be available for anyone to try out on their own on metazoonews.com. Okay. Just make sure
All right.
that's going there. Cool. All right. Y'all still here? Sorry, I did. It's hard for me to check and focus at the same time. Okay, let me see these questions. Bluffs is still good. He needs card draw. Yeah, absolutely. I think Bluffs and Way are like really synergistic. Lightning doesn't have any creature equipment cards as far as I know. Are you guys excited for old casters returning? Dude, okay. I'll get to that take in a second. One second. Amph is so good for late game removal. Yeah, real quick on Amphispania, like, so strong in this format because everyone's throwing huge creatures out there that are super problematic, like Grim Reaper and Kraken. Like, Amphispania, quick, knock out their boss monster or 2 boss monsters, or knock out a boss monster and a small guy, and then you have a beater on the field. Like, and then you keep the way combos going. There's stuff there. All right. In terms of old casters returning, here's what I know, and we have Indrid Cold, okay, right? And I think Indrid Cold in Secret Shadows was their way of being like, okay, we hear you guys. We're going to tease you guys with Indrid Cold, and fantastic. Unfortunately, Indrid Cold point blank kind of sucks. I don't know your thoughts on that, Cam, but like
Yeah,
he
I don't have much to add on him, so
he
F tier.
yeah, he's dark, so and dark is like not a very good standalone aura, and his effect is like kind of whatever. So I wish his effect was better because like that would make me like I feel like that would he'd be more in my conscious. Um, I guess the other old casters like there's really only so many that aren't like niche. I feel like the only ones that aren't niche are Sam St. Clair, Rose Robinson, Adam Ackler, and Indra Cold. Like there's like Love and like M and like I doubt they're gonna bring those guys back. Maybe, but like I think there's like Ben B. But yeah, I'm very excited. I love Sam St. Clair in particular. I really I really haven't kept up with the lore, but I would love it if Sam St. Clair had like a big part in the story. I feel like that he's just like fundamental Metazoo mythos, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember Metazoo 1 where you could have Sam's entire arsenal, right? He had like, what would they give him? A scarf. And I remember being bullied by like a golden gun from somebody else. There's the backpack and the camera that I could think of, like all sorts of all sorts of stuff to build him out.
Yeah, yeah, there was some. Yeah, I think I built that deck in Old Zoo. It was like a Sam equipment deck. It was kind of cool. It was a cool idea. I
Yeah, it's fun.
I actually, now that I'm thinking, maybe I originally got that idea to build that from Ben, but this is like we're talking about 3 or 4 years ago, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I found two Kappas, a pain to deal with for Way, Gumbaroo as well. Yeah, so a lot of like, I think a lot of people are playing like, um, Earth Water and or Earth Dark or like those sorts of strategies. And so you really gotta watch. You're right. You gotta watch out for like the Kappas and the Gumbaroos because Way's popular enough to where people will build counters into their decks, and like Gumbaroo in general is really good as well.
Yep. Yep. Not being able to be shattered is a huge, huge advantage.
Yeah, there's just so like suggestions for playing around. Um, okay, so I guess it depends on what you're facing. If they're playing Earth Water like a Bridget deck is what I'm guessing you're facing with Kappa and Gumbaroo because I'm pretty sure Kappa is a water card.
Hmm.
Um, there's no like direct way as far as I know besides like bouncing it to get rid of like Gumbaroo and Kappa. So you just gotta play like better things. Like they're not Gumbaroo and Kappa like aren't like overwhelmingly powerful to like stop like even okay even if I'm playing Way, which is like probably a terrible match like Bridge Way versus Bridge, that's a terrible matchup for Way. Like I can put enough influence into a lane to overpower Gumbaroo. Like I'm playing 1 cost 5 influence cards. Gumbaroo is 6 cost 9 influence. See what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like there's like you can easily just go and win the lane. I mean, now if your opponent's comboing Gumbaroo and also bouncing your stuff back to hand, like obviously it's gonna be tough. Like Bridget's a really strong deck. Um, so part of it is just like matchup dependent. Like if I'm playing the best, what I think is the best deck in the format, Adrius, it's different, right? But yeah,
Totally.
um, I'm 100% collector, not a player. I still root for the player side because it helps with my collecting. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no worries. I mean, yeah, I think I like collecting and playing. So, but I always recommend like trying to learn the game, even if like you don't play it regularly. I think it kind of helps your collecting journey if you know how to play. I think it just gives you an appreciation for the cards in a different way. All right. Next at bet. Which
Nice. What do you think we just go in alphabetical order?
yeah, we could do randomizer. We could do alphabetical order. We could take a suggestion from chat. I'll let you pick this one, Cam. However you want to do it.
What do you think? Who else has an idea of where to start?
And I'm wondering, maybe I'm getting too complex, but I want to see if I can throw up something on the screen that's like 1 out of 30 decks complete.
Hmm.
That's gotta be a thing, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so like when I open up the deck builder and I click on the caster type, it comes up in alphabetical and then by set.
Okay.
Uh, you've got. I mean, I feel like we should give some attention first to like off meta
Okay,
casters,
so someone in like the
just to
F
give
tier.
it the good college try in making a semi-viable deck strategy for them.
All right, well, what about Indrid?
We were just trash talking Indrid.
Uh,
That's a good point.
I,
Yeah. All right, bet. Let's start there. Challenge accepted.
and I hate to say it too, because I love the idea and concept of Indrid and even the crypto behind it. But like, yeah, when I think of a bad deck, I think of Indrid. Maybe dark or electric. Yeah, yeah. Well, Indrid's dark, so. All right,
Dope.
gotta
All right.
go deck builder. How am I not doing this right? Man, that I think that's kind of cool because it's like a challenge, right? Make
Yeah, totally.
make Indrid somewhat playable, and we also don't know how to build this really.
Yeah, I mean a mono dark uh, deck is being able to really build it out until we get at least another set or mini set.
Yeah. So I mean, one advantage of playing mono, like, cause I don't think mono decks are unplayable, like, cause I play mono air archive, and mono lightning Isabella. I think in a lot of ways the decks can stand on their own. It's just dark. You have a limited card pool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but anyways, for the starting terrors, you got to pick two. I think we might be extremely limited here because there's 6 dark terras and 3 starting terras. So we got to pick 2 of the 3
Mm-hmm.
here. Silver Bridge, Ashy Rain, and Isolated Lab. I mean, do you just go Silver Bridge, Ashy Rain, and try and go straight Hex Counter City?
I think you have to. I mean, so many of the dark cards are.
Yeah, I mean, I really think the only, I guess, or maybe the best dark gimmick is, I think you just gotta go straight Hex.
Mhm.
So, alright,
Yeah, so Ashy Rain and Silver Bridge is fine. I
uh,
mean, it's replaceable.
oh,
Um,
you know one thing I forgot for Way is to put Terras in. I always recommend 3 Terras. Knife's Edge is what I play in Way usually.
mm-hmm.
But
Good note. Good note.
with that in mind, I think we should play 3 because you want to be able to replace. So we have Witch House on mission declaration. Each player gains the Underworld during mission resolution. Only or enhancements and units with the hex counters contribute influence. Bunnyman Bridge. Each player may use Dark to give a unit destruction. I kind of. I'll let you give your thoughts first before I say my piece. If we're playing 3,
That's
like, which one are you picking to be like in the deck, Tara? Out of those options.
if you have to put one, I'd probably go with the Isolated Lab just because it's cheap and it's if you play it right, it's unlikely to benefit your opponent. Um, Bunnyman Bridge is a close second, just because it's also unlikely that you'll be playing against Dark, just with the water and earth saturated meta right now. So yeah,
I don't know.
I'd go Isolated Lab or Bunnyman.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, because I was thinking Underworld, but 4 is expensive. Like,
4 is expensive.
it's just a hard. Well, hold up. Let me read. I don't even know if I fully read Indrid first. That might.
It's like a really big cost to pay for a Terra that can be easily replaced with a one cost Terra. Um,
Yeah.
uh,
So Indrid gives each
I
side
ran
of
into the same issue trying to build out the San Pedro Mountains deck. So yeah, relying too heavily on a Terra's ability is not paying off just yet.
Sure. Um, man. Okay, you're giving each unit additional instance of destruction.
Hmm.
So my only thing with isolated lab is like I feel like this is slow burn. I feel like Indrid's gotta be slow burn. And so like in a slow burn deck, you probably want to like stall your opponents rather than like them taking this lane over and just like boosting even more points on you.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah, I agree.
so that's kind of why
All
I'm
right,
like,
keep talking. I'm going to relocate.
sure. Yeah, and Witch's House just does literally very similar thing. So I kind of think you're actually locked into Bunnyman Bridge to an extent. Um, Man, the Underworld's interesting. I might have to revisit it, but like, yeah, we'll
We
see.
can. I think we can revisit it if there's a cheaper way to play it. I don't foresee that in the future.
Sure. Okay, moving on to creatures here. We'll see if we even hit our 50. I mean, I'm throwing in three Bunnyman. Sorry, that's the tax. Uh, Sacrifice a unit. Okay, let's just start from the beginning. And like, okay, another deck building tip, like when you're going through, like I like to like take my time with the cards and like read things closely, because a wise man once said, nobody actually reads the cards. So like if you're actually willing to read the through the different cards and like not just copy another strategy you've seen, like you'll find some surprising stuff in there. And I think some of the best, like, coolest ideas I've seen, even though I feel like I've read all these cards multiple times, someone will be like, "You didn't read this specific one close enough. This interacts with this," and I'm like, "Wow, you're a genius." But anyways, that's kind of why this might be sort of a slow process, but maybe we could try and speed it up. A lot of casters, just like I said, there's 30. Okay, you're not playing Rat King because you don't play Lightning. You're not playing a Hool because you don't play Water. This is going to be a theme. Third Eye Man on play, put a Hex counter on a unit in this lane. Decent. We'll do 3 for now. I rather go over and then subtract later. Skinwalker is a 1/2. Okay, no. Bunnyman, that's the tax card. Chupacabra. This creature has +1 influence for each other friendly dark unit in this lane. Okay, you're playing only dark cards, so sure, maybe. Mad Scientist. Sacrifice a unit, steal 1 MP. See, dark is big on the steal. The problem
That's
is
true.
like I don't know if you're generating enough creatures to be sacking them for points.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it really is to pick up just a point in a round. The fact that you can only use it once a round is a little underwhelming, but if you can manage to get more than one mad scientist down, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, just take the card directly next to it. Is Banshee of the Badlands is the next one. Uh, it has an on dispel ability, so you might be able to combine that to sacrifice and put out a hex counter.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're going, but
Hmm.
I feel like this card is more so meant for if you're playing like Lightning Dark and like you can like
Hmm.
generate or even Water Dark and you can generate tokens and then sack. Like I just don't think you'll have enough pressure on the field to like. Because I think also the problem with
Hmm.
I think the problem with Indrid too is, um, your opponent gets destruction as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So using Indrid's ability is not is also to your detriment.
Yeah, well, I mean, but like I was more so thinking of because there's gonna be so much destruction going on, um, you're likely to have less creatures on your side of the field. So like sacking creatures on
Hmm.
top of that probably just ain't the move. I'm gonna skip Banshee because we
Yep,
kind of
agreed.
covered it. On play, trade up
Yeah.
to 2 of your aura. I don't get this. This isn't a few cards. I don't get this on this trade mechanic of like um I play this card like Dragon of Conto Calls. Like the bonus is I get a trade aura. It's like if you shouldn't rely on drawing a card like this to trade aura when you can just trade aura with actions. Like I don't
Hmm.
know. I just don't think it's ever been good to just have that as your bonus effect. Um.
Yeah. With Indrid, we'd only be switching to dark, so
Oh yeah,
irrelevant for now.
that's even a better point. Manigal, yeah, it's an air effect. Can't do it. Yeah, see, Indrid really locks you because I swear they made Dark like as like a secondary aura to like. Yeah, it's tough.
Hmm.
When you win a mission in any lane, you choose the units for destruction instead of your opponent.
See, I like Black Cat in an all Indrid deck because you're forcing their hand in terms of where you activate the destruction.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like I can see how it could be useful, and I think
Mhm.
we're gonna run out of cards, so we're only at
Yeah, and
main
you
deck
only
size
have to
50.
have one black cat there. It's a two cost. You only have to. It's not unique, but it says win a mission in any lane, so it covers the whole board.
Oh, okay. So you think we should play like 2 instead of 3?
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll be able to reach it enough in order to play
Sure.
it.
Hatman's just a generic. I mean, which is crazy
Mhm.
because this I think this art's really cool by Sebastian. What a shame. I hate when
Yeah,
good arts aren't playable. Uh, on
I
play,
agree.
yeah. Ravenmocker on play, put 1 hex counter on each rival unit in the lane. It's just the
Mm.
lane though.
Yeah,
Mid.
yeah. I feel like Dark has a lot better strategies than it does creatures.
Sure. Um, Bloody Mary sacrifices creature. Tap one of your opponent's aura for each card above 4 in your opponent's hand.
Mm.
It seems a little saucy, but it's again, it's just like it's so dependent on like a lot of decks I build. I am not keeping any cards in my hand. I want my hand as empty as
Hmm.
possible. Everything on the field. So unfortunately, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
pass.
Hmm.
This headless might be worth playing because every turn you can put 2 X counters on you in this lane. I think that kind of does add up.
You like, yeah, yeah, I do like the cost and benefit ratio there, getting two hex counters for one aura. It's
Yeah,
just that again, it's a one-off ability. Um,
yeah, it's slow, but I mean, I think there's enough utility. Cards of your allied aura type cost you 1 less to play.
so discounting every dark card. Yep, yep,
Alright,
I
we'll
like it.
try and go a little faster here. Darugama, it's Earth. It's too
Yep, we can
expensive.
skip. Yeah, inherent destruction anyway, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah. Dark Elusive's interesting because draw 1 card, then if any friendly unit has destruction, draw 1 additional card. Because you can
Mhm.
tap Indrid and give everyone destruction to draw, but like.
Yeah, play it. Yeah.
I'm out of touch with the elusives. Like I just feel like they're not as good as they used to be.
Mm. Okay. Moving on to Ozark Howler.
Yeah, it's just
No ability, but high influence with enhanced lane.
I think maybe that's one where we might need to come back to it if we don't have enough cards.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Medusa, put one hex counter on a rival creature in this lane. Unlimited. Wow, that's actually kind of gas if you think about it. Because if you have 10 Dark Aura, because you're not swapping anything, I could put 10 hex counters on a
Mm.
creature in the lane.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean,
And it's
the
not unique.
one cost to one action is a bit slow for putting out hex counters because you have better utilities out elsewhere.
Oh, I didn't. You're right. I didn't think about that. You can't do it all
But
at
the inherent
once.
destruction's nice. Mm.
Yeah, I was thinking you could do it all in one swoop, but yeah, you're right. Uh, but hey, I s-
Well, wait. Um, do, do we have to have the conversation of what does unlimited mean?
I think it's in
This
the
ability is not limited to once per round.
yeah. So, but I think
So
yeah, but
you, hmm.
I think that's still like it still costs an action.
Because I kind of had this question looking at uh, aura cost cards and being like, does that mean if I have 5 available aura that I can spend 5 and activate this 5 times?
Nah, I think
But it's just one action.
yeah.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, I mean, inherent destruction.
But
I
with
still
the
think it's
addition of
decent.
unlimited,
Yeah, I think
hmm.
you have to use multiple actions, so it's just slow, but still not terrible. I mean,
Hmm.
just give you more options. Gain 2 MP if your opponent has 5 more cards in hand. I don't like that mechanic. Discard a card, your opponent discards a card.
I don't like discarding cards. I like using them.
Yeah, that's just yeah. It's a 1 for 1. Like, I
Hmm.
mean, you have no control over if your opponent's playing like a card heavy deck or not. Like, um, Ipa, when dispelled, put 4 hex counters on a unit. See, they just cannot dispel them. Like, I don't know.
Hmm.
I'd like to have more control. Destruction,
Yep.
give this creature +4 influence. Alright, second page. The hit, finally some
It's
hitters. Bakanawa, obviously a 3.
got it. Yeah, if you're playing dark, you have to have Bakanawa.
I also feel like you have to play Amit, because he's pretty good.
Yeah,
But I think at 2, because he's unique. Uh, Plague Doctor or Wendigo. I just feel like that's not like when I'm looking at Plague Doctor versus Wendigo. I think Plague Doctor's like way better.
Plague Doctor is way better.
Yeah, so I would just much rather not include Wendigo for now. Anubis, like I think you just gotta play it at 2. Grim, you gotta play at 3. Uh, Rat King can't play, basically. And these are just alt arts.
Yep.
I
All
mean,
right.
that puts us at 34 creatures. Oh, or we have the extra terras also, so 31 creatures.
Nice.
Are there dark equipments that are worth their grain and salt? There's barely any of them.
You know what? I got to shout out Eric. He got me the other day with the stingy turnip, but he had to combine it with fire cards. So we'll come back to that.
Uh, it's kind of jokes, but yeah. Oh yeah, because you can recover this and you turn it with bacon wand. So yeah, I don't think it
Yeah.
works. The broom. Apparently, there's been hype around the broom, but I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Uh, when you enter this lane, put a hex counter on it.
I mean, I guess you can with the crescent broom. That goes back to all of the dark creatures that have sacrifice effects. You basically sacrifice it for free, but you have to spend
Oh,
2 cards or 2 aura to do it every round.
so that's the combo they were going after. But it's also like you have to exactly draw, and it's unique, and I don't know. I
Well, yeah, of course it's unique because you then sacrifice it. There's only one, and it's in your discard pile. You have it endlessly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like we shouldn't play any equipment.
I'm gonna come back to that at a later date.
Okay, we can go back to it. I feel like the strategies is where it's at. So I kind of that's why I'm like, let me save 16 strategy slots.
Totally,
3 darkness in a bottle you gotta play. 3 ultimate sacrifice you gotta
absolutely.
play. I really like this idea of doubling hex counters.
Yeah, yeah, I love Deep Affliction.
So that seems crazy.
Mhm.
Curse I think is really good utility. Oh wow, there's not that many of them. Symphony of Shadows you gotta play.
Yep. Uh, Unmass is just a strategy version of Plague Doctor. So,
Okay,
do we want that ability twice?
I think so.
I
I
think
mean,
the more double, the better.
yeah. A lot of these dark cards have like your opponent's hand size, but like you're not even affecting your opponent's hand size at all. Doesn't make any sense.
It's weird because we can affect their card or their hand size with cards like Amit to make them discard, but then the strategies are all about having more cards in the hand, so it's like counterproductive. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah. Cursed at 3. Okay, well, we're at 52, so I mean, unless you're really pressed on like something like shifting the balance, I think we can decide what our 2 cuts are gonna be.
No, I'm good. I think we got it.
All right. You know what? I can take out 2 Bunnymans because that was the tax card. I'm good with just 1 Bunnyman for the culture, and we'll call it there. Unless you have any other dark cards you'd like to include in this Indrid deck.
Uh, I mean, shout out to Bunny Man, throwing him late game to add inherent destruction to the lane seems fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Could clutch, could clutch. We got the bridge too, so I like it. This is a fun deck to play. Might have to. I might revisit Indrid because I do love Indrid's character. Um, when we get more dark cards. But for now, this is something I might play on TTS occasionally.
Mm.
I don't think I'll build it in person. It just, but I see the vision of like put a bunch of hex counters on your opponent, then start doubling those hex counters, and just create problems. So I feel like this deck is like I think we built it solidly enough to where like it could actually win games.
Nice.
So, all right. I think we're published there. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. With this deck won a lot of cheap creatures. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Cheap creatures as destruction is so constant. Black Cat is a must-have. Reaper all day. Yeah, I mean, in terms of like Indrid wanting cheap versus non-cheap creatures, I really think the card pool is just so small that I think for Indrid you just want to play like anything that's not bad. Like I don't think Indrid has enough options to be too picky, unfortunately.
Mm.
But yeah, Reaper, I mean, you got to play the 3 Reaper just because that card can win games by itself. So I think with Indrid, you're kind of playing for cheap tricks, more or less.
Totally.
Cool. All right. We're keeping it going here. What do you think, Cam? Should we do one more?
Yeah, totally.
All right. What you think?
Yeah, if you want to throw it back to the chat, who's
Anyway.
got the caster suggestion?
Yeah, taking notes. Yeah.
play anything not bad.
Yeah,
Good call.
sometimes like all you can do is the all you can do is like the next best thing. I forget where that's from. That's definitely a quote from somewhere. All right. Yeah. Taking suggestions. Otherwise, I don't know. We can also just pick one, Cam, if you want to just think something like someone that looks fun. I like because we just did an F tier one. Okay, Bryce maybe. True, true, true. I do like Bryce. I think Bryce has potential.
Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking about some fire dark combinations.
That's Jasper. Bryce is lightning dark.
Bryce is lightning dark.
Yeah, so Bryce is like you like take like
lane shutdown.
lane shutdown. All right, have a good night, man. Have a good night, Silver.
Peace.
All right. Yeah, I think let's do. Yeah, I'm down to just do one more here. So we done to Bryce, or should we do something else? I'll let you pick, Cam.
Yeah.
Okay, Finn. Rob Pranks is saying Finn Sanders. What do you think about that?
Finn Sanders. Crazy.
I've
Let's see. Air dark combo.
I've actually built Finn already, but yeah, he's rough, man. He's rough. He's F tier for sure. But yeah, I'm down. I'm down to run it if you are, Cam.
Oh wait. You said you've built him out already. What was the idea behind him?
I'd have to check. Let me just cheat a little and check to what.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Pull it up. Why not?
I think what this was we did like a deck building competition. All right. You may put one hex counter on a rival unit in the destination. I think I built this is the deck I built in like 2 minutes. When a friendly creature moves, you may put one hex counter on a rival unit in the destination lane. So I think you're just trying to move and put hex counters on things. So yeah, I think I just like spammed movement. I think I basically built it like I built Archive, but with like the strong dark cards. Like Bakanawa and Ultimate Sacrifice, 17 Shadows. But I think we could definitely improve on this. Like I don't have Grim Reaper, for example. But I don't want to take it away from you, Cam. So I'll let you pick. Because then Rob Pranks also said maybe Paulo Rivera.
Yeah, I was looking through some water cards. I like Paulo Rivera as the suggestion. Yeah, it's a great place to start.
All right, let's do that. All right, Paulo.
Nice, man, getting back into the water, earth, and lightning debate.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of when it helps to know a little bit about the meta and who plays what, because I know that Juicebox Drizzle it only plays Paulo Rivera, so I feel like we can cheat a little and just like try and find his. Hopefully, he published it. Try and find any version of Paulo by Juice. Hopefully, he doesn't mind that we're. This one's by 5 Potatoes. But like, if you have a specialist, why not look at what they're doing, right? They're gonna know better than us. Okay. So he played Sewer Alligator, Snow Snake, Kappa, Amarok. And this is all public, by the way, so I feel like I'm not revealing any secrets. Minnesota Iceman, Buried in Ice, Water in a Bottle, Sewer Geyser, Loveland Frogman, Yeti, Kushtaka, Kraken, Sewer Alligator, Ogopogo, Amoebi, Boathound, Listen on Repeat, Walk the Plank, New York City, Splash, Torrential, Turn the Tide, Loch Ness Monster, Yig. Siegdu. Okay. You ready to rumble?
Nice. Yeah, all right.
Stream deck 3. Caster number 3. Alright. Paulo. I think Paulo's art is actually pretty fresh.
I like it. I like the legend rare as well, man.
Yeah. Alright, a lot of water starting terrace to choose from. Well, I mean, first things first. I know it's not a starting terra, but I think we have to play New York City sewers because Paulo's effect, like, does something
Yes,
ridiculous
absolutely. I mean, it is
with New York City.
expensive at 2 cost, but it's definitely well worth it to get that ability off twice.
Yeah, a lot cheaper than Underworld at 4, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I think generally I go Mongolia River with water decks. And I know you do too.
Yeah, I like Monongahela as a deterrent starter Terra for sure. It just discourages your opponents from playing in there. That's
Oh,
great.
hold up, we totally missed. What's our secondary aura? Earth?
For Paulo, who focuses on bouncing things, you got to think about the utility of the on-play creatures and strategy cards in each Terra or each aura. So, Earth on play, if I can think off the top of my head, is like dueling, and then uh, lightning on play abilities, mostly about creating tokens.
The problem with dueling is like you're taking damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're introducing damage into the equation, could be tricky.
Man, I feel like all the cards I named, like, I feel like Juice doesn't even play any, or I think he might play Mono Water. But, like, if I had to pick, because there's no disadvantage to playing the Aura, anyway. Like, if I had to pick, I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like Lightning doesn't give anything to Paulo, or at least Earth. Maybe I can play Trample. Maybe I can play Sack or some of the big guys. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Earth. Maybe I can play some sort of Aura generation card. So yeah, I think Earth. But we'll go back to water cards. Which means we have to pick an Earth starting terra. The starting terra is probably what we should have thought about. But as an Earth starting terra,
probably, I don't know, like a
Bridgewater?
Edge of the World, just to have the aura back.
Yeah, but your opponent gets it too. So like, do we benefit off of more aura than our opponent? Dang. Lordy Cardi B said you look like Simon Cowell. Yeah.
Jokes.
Alright. Lock in. Sorry, where did we leave off? Do you think Edge of the World or Bridgewater?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to put an ability out there that helps both you and your opponent, or do you want to like try to protect yourself from a relatively niche mechanic?
I,
Um,
I feel like destruction.
I'd rather have the aura, to be honest.
All right. Yeah. Sure. We ball. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to creatures. Water creatures. What are we playing? Sewer alligator. Generically good. Kappa also kind of generically good. Loch Ness. Man, I don't know. What do you think?
Hmm.
Like, what ideas do we have here? I'm actually looking at these water cards and I'm like, these are kind of dust. Because we're not jetsuming our opponent with Paulo. We're bouncing.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I mean it's kind of I don't
Maybe
if
Yeti.
I'm playing Earth at all, I want to my gut feeling is to try to play the big creatures and play them fast. So getting out Fortunate Discovery and Odd Find, but again, those are just strategies. I don't
Oh,
really have
okay.
a feeling about these creatures here.
Here's a take based on what you said. What if we built Paulo Fortune Discovery version? We just we just
Mm,
we just like align them with a strategy that we already know is good, and then the little sprinkle on top is the um, on play double in with the New York sewers and such.
mm, mm. So I'm just reading a couple of these.
Yeah. So Kraken has to be at 3. Just I like Kraken at 2, but again, with something like Paulo, I think you
Yeah,
need.
Kraken at 2 is fine.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Okay. I liked your idea the other day of Billy Whack Monster in there for defense.
Yeah. I think if you have access to Billywag, it's a really strong option that not a lot of people know about.
Mm.
People always get surprised when I play that card. I'm like, yeah, I'm blowing up your lane for 4 aura that you just spent. You just took 3 turns and 30 aura, putting out 3 boss monsters in this lane. But man, I really like the whole because Earth has utility, right? There's other Earth cards that are interesting. One Earth card I read recently that's interesting is Double Blade Axe. When you play a creature with a base
Mhm.
cost of 7 or more, you may untap up to 3 aura. So that's interesting. Don't know if it's
Mhm.
great. I mean, something like Aura Enhanced Fertilizer is obviously crazy. Untap all friendly Aura if you hit the Overwhelm.
Mhm.
But you could play some sort of like Fortune Discovery bounce hybrid deck. What do you think? Or do you think like we're going pure bounce?
Yeah, it's hard to ignore the elephant in the room of such a tried and true mechanic like Fortunate Discovery. Um, to try to like venture out into some of these other cards down here.
Uh,
Like just looking at the Earth creatures like Bigfoot, on play, choose a card that costs 3 or less from your discard pile and put it in your hand. We're going for larger cost strategies and creatures. Like there's not much more I can do with that with a 5 cost card.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. That's fine by me. Well, because we could also like aura farm, like with convert resources. I feel like is like a disgustingly good card.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 3 convert, 3 fortunate. I think you stay away from like the temptations of going too crazy with all the earth cards. I mean, maybe not, dude. I don't know. Reharvest 3 costs, untap all your aura. Like, it's pretty nuts. Alright, so we're playing for heavy hitters then. So we want Deep Star, right? Because we're doing all on play abilities.
Yeah. I mean, in the water arsenal, you've got tapping or bouncing. I guess we can take the inspiration from go with all of the bouncing mechanics.
Yeah, I think for sure we do. Wanted to go with the bouncing mechanics because that's what Paulo's all about.
Mm.
Tricky. Do we want It's a Wash? Probably. Splash.
Yeah. As a
Definitely Torrential
the bigger
Tides.
cost cards, the wash is great.
I think we gotta play Torrential Tides. Maybe Walk the Plank. You know what's kind of crazy that I just thought of? Paulo's ability is actually pretty good. On play, choose up to 2 creatures, each with a base cost of 4 or less. Put each of those creatures on top of its owner stack. Because you're sending 2 creatures to the top of the owner stack. If you do it in a sewer lane, it's 4 creatures. If you play Listen on Repeat, you can do 4 creatures again. And you always have access to Paulo because he's a caster.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of sauce.
Well, wait. Again, because you eating the on play ability and okay. No, okay, I see what you're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like this Liquid Fist of Fury card I just read. Choose a lane, return each unit in that lane to its owner's hand. Because, like, usually people have, like, 1 or 2 very strong lanes. People tend to lane focus. And so just hitting the bounce real quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Could be clutch.
To kind of benefit off of their cards being bounced back to their hand, I say we put in a wizard hat, gaining points.
Is that an equipment?
Yep.
Yeah. I see you. I see you. So we do 3?
Yeah, definitely.
It's on play, so. And you could potentially use Deep Star to recycle the wizard hats. So there's some combos there. 3 more cards. Ooh, my only issue with this deck is we didn't really build around a Fortunate Discovery. You know what I'm saying? I completely forgot that we're doing that. So maybe we axe Fortunate Discovery.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, so 6 cards. Could do.
That doesn't mean we can't play more
Just
Earth
for.
cards, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a wash,
Okay.
and convert resources will both help us get to more aura faster.
Yep, I like it. What about torrential tides?
I think I already put in there at 3.
Sweet.
I actually think. I guess we're playing a good mix so far of aura costs. I'm just thinking I'd rather go low than high, I think.
Card's crazy to look at.
Or just go with like a sea salt.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, put
actually,
in a lily pad.
you know what I think we should do is Ogo Pogo, man. Slipped on.
Oh, sure.
It's just
Oh,
annoying.
sure.
Maybe just at 1.
Hey, I'm all about extra points. Sounds good to
Keep
me.
it fun. That'll give us 5 cards. Ooh, Snow Snake is really good because we could double the on play.
Yeah, nice.
And then what else do you want? 2 more.
2 more. Do we think we need any like draw power?
I mean, it's always nice. We can do the 2 Earth in the bottles. Because we have water in a bottle, but not Earth in a bottle.
Mm.
If you're just... I mean, I think that's like... Those are generically good. Unless you're like... wanted to do like Frogman or something. Or you found some other like... thing you can't live without. Like Minnesota Iceman's pretty good. On play, return a creature with a base cost of 3 or less. Or Brisabuska. There's options.
Yeah, I feel like we hit all the bases, man.
So what do you think? Just 2 bottles?
Yeah, I can't really find anything in the bulk here, so bottles it is.
Cool.
Go for the drop arrow.
Count it.
All right. Way to cap it off.
All right. Well, I'd say we should play some of these decks, but I think for now we'll call the stream there. That was like just a good, solid first stream. A little rough to start, but I had fun. We made 3 fun decks, so you know, easy come, easy goes. All right. Hope everyone has a good night.
Yeah, I'm excited to play those.